I've spent the last couple of days googling some of the coolest but arguably strangest LEGO themes ever to exist. And boy have I had some fun doing it. So if you fancy some proper nostalgia and probably a shock or two, then this is certainly the video for you. So, let's get straight into it. LEGO Elves. Yes, you heard me correctly. LEGO had a theme around elves. Basically the OG version of LEGO Friends. LEGO Elves took place between 2015 and 2018. It features some of the most questionable minifigures I've ever seen, and the best part is there's a TV series that actually went with it. Surprise, surprise, it only lasted one season.
Nice.
Somehow LEGO managed to make 42 sets of it. Don't ask, I genuinely don't have a clue why. But sadly for these guys, Elves was discontinued in 2019. LEGO Elves certainly fits in pretty well to today's video. If you're like me and you grew up watching some bangers of a show, such as Tom and Jerry, Phineas and Ferb, The Regular Show, and so many more, then I'm sure you've watched the belter, which is Ben 10. I only found out about this literally a week ago whilst filming my last video. That's a shameless little plug for you, so feel free to check it out. And boy oh boy, I know exactly what my next paycheck is going on. But sadly, in its whole lifetime, LEGO only released 6 Ben 10 sets. But at least there were goats such as the Spider Monkey, Humongosaur, Jet Ray, and then of course all the others. Another one of the best bits of the Ben 10 theme is all the sets are bionicle, so you could have some pretty good fun for a long time with them. But the bit that baffles me is I don't get how LEGO can release 42 elf sets but only make 6 Ben 10 sets. Who's making those sort of decisions? But then clearly this has a bigger draw to it, rather than this dude who literally transforms into monster-like creatures, and he has arguably the coolest granddad in the whole planet. Although it is a retired theme now, all hope may not be lost, and here's why. The potential of a Ben 10 live action film for 2024 starring Tom Holland could be a lifeline for LEGO to make more sets. Yes, we can all agree Tom Holland is probably perfect for this role. If they can do it with Indiana Jones by bringing back a once retired theme, then they can do it with Ben 10 as well. But until then, like I've already said, I think we all know what my next paycheck is going on. Now this theme surprisingly hasn't actually finished. Well, it did, but it also didn't. Let me explain. LEGO Cars was initially released in 2010 as a Duplo set, and then it discontinued in 2012 just after Cars 2. But in 2017 it was reinstated as part of the LEGO Juniors sub-theme. It has 27 sets to date, and it features some icons such as Guido, Mater, Francesco, Miles Axelrod, and of course Lightning McQueen.
Lightning!
Cars is one of my favourite franchises of all time, and Cars the original film is probably my favourite movie of all time. I grew up watching it probably about 60 times a year. I honestly loved it. Every year on my birthday I'll sit down and I'll rewatch it. No matter where I am, I'll always make time to watch Cars. But just like Grease 2, we don't talk about Cars 3. Please don't hate me if Cars 3 is your favourite film, but to me it's just... no. Now I can't believe I'm talking about this next theme, but once upon a time in the LEGO factory, there was a Powerpuff Girls set. Well, to be accurate, there was actually 2. Now I bet you didn't know that though, did you? But if you somehow do manage to own one of these sets, then do let me know in the comments. I certainly want to hear your thoughts. Unsurprisingly discontinued in 2019 after only releasing in 2018, it came out after the release of the LEGO Dimensions video game. Now I certainly haven't watched the show, but I can't exactly make out what Octi's supposed to be. Is it a seal or is it a dog? To be honest, it looks like a child tried drawing Brian from Family Guy and ended up calling it Octi because they didn't know how to spell October fully yet. Do you see my logic, or am I just again being too harsh? But to be honest, I'm not exactly sure what's going on here either. Donnie the Unicorn has a tunnel going through its body where I'm sure your local teenagers hang out after school trading Prime on the black market. I think the less said about this theme the better, but it certainly merits the title of this video. Now this one's certainly cool, and I'm sure you've all watched it at some point.
Are you ready, kids?
From 2006 to 2012, the goated SpongeBob SquarePants theme graced our shelves. 14 incredible sets including the Krusty Krab, Adventures in Bikini Bottom, and the legend which is the Chum Bucket. LEGO SpongeBob is an amazing theme and it looks incredible, but to be honest, not too many people know about it. It's certainly one of the weirdest themes to brace the shelves of LEGO, but it's also one of the better ones, for me especially. I mean, like, what more could you want?
Nice.
So the last theme that I'm going to bring you in today's video is another goated theme from my childhood. It definitely qualifies to be in this video, especially if the films are anything to go by. But LEGO ScoobyDoo certainly didn't have as long of a shelf life as I'm sure a lot of us would want. There was only ever 6 sets released between 2015 and 2017, but thankfully all of the gang have been made in these sets. And it also features some of the most iconic moments from Scooby-Doo, such as the Mystery Machine and Mystery Mansion. But come to think about it, you could probably actually use some of the minifigs in order to make an awesome Walking Dead mock as well. Certainly a theme that got discontinued way too soon. But saying that, what LEGO did produce certainly wasn't too shabby. Or should I say, shaggy.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Harry, that was just such a bad pun. I'm sorry for everyone that had to witness that. Alright everybody, so thank you for watching today's video, but before you click off, please remember to subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate every one of you so much, and we're getting even closer to 1,000 subscribers. I couldn't ever ask for more support than I've received already. It's literally been incredible, so I thank all of you from the bottom of my heart. So thank you again, and if you fancy checking out another video, then I'll leave a link on the screen now to another one of my own, which I think you'd certainly enjoy. Thanks again, and I'll catch you all very soon in the very next video.